Yeah, the weather has been amazing this week. We've had a couple thunder showers. We got a little bit of rain overnight. It's a little overcast today. There's a small chance of rain off and on all day, but it's been a beautiful week.
And do you know what that means? Perfect race conditions.
Absolutely, yeah, because last year it was a 5-mile course for the big cars, and it was pretty dusty. This year we've moved it up to 8 miles, and we're getting some little luck with the rain, and so far, so good.
We're just watching here right now. They're just finishing staging. And can you imagine how nervous these little guys and girls must be sitting in there waiting for their race to start? I get sweaty palms even now. Can you imagine? See our race director in the centre there. That is JT Taylor, and he's on his rugged race radio. He'll be talking to the marshals around the course, making sure that everybody's ready. And I don't think we're far off getting this race started, Miles.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's a 1-mile course. They'll race for 30 minutes. And then at 10 a.m., we kick off the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle Modified and the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class. And there'll be 2 races going on at the same exact time. They're going to take off the line one at a time every 20 seconds. And they will take off how they qualified earlier this week. And then at 1 p.m., the 4400 Unlimited cars presented by Good Boy Vodka will be taken off. That's a do-not-miss race. That is the cream of the crop. The biggest and baddest names of our sport will be racing later on today at 1 p.m., Jim.
Yeah, and on the front row of the grid is that man, Mr. Paul Wolf. Now, yesterday he had a terrible start to the Pro Mod. Oh, we'll hold that thought for a moment. I can see JT. He's got the green flag. He's walking to the start line. I think we're only moments away from the start of this 170 youth race with limited and unlimited classes.
He's chatting on the PCI race radio, making sure the rugged ratio, make sure everything is out on course going good.
And very shortly, things are about to go live here at the 2023 Visions Off-Road presented by Can-Am.
Making sure the course is clear. Looks like we're getting closer and closer. JT Taylor has the green flag in his hand.
Those little guys and girls, they'll be sitting there now. They'll be gripping those steering wheels.
We're doing 2 at a time.
I think we're doing 3 at a time by accident.
We have Jacob Williamson out front and Maggie Flores.
And off we go. Our first 4 cars are off the line. So that was the
Wyatt Cotter and number 5 of Grayson Poppert.
And off the line there, it is car 71
of Kennedy Singleton and Raleigh May. Code St. Peter just takes off.
And then we have the 180 and the 99 of Nixon Nagel.
Brian Fulcher.
And we've got the 126 and the 21.
That is Caden Gamble.
Oh, I love his helmet. Can you see that? That is so cool with the stars and stripes.
And the Mid-America ambassador himself, Tan Man, Tanner Thompson. That was Hunter Biddle and Corbin Grenolds. There's Bailey Ford.
Yeah, Bailey Ford.
And Pax Grenolds.
That's the 118.
That is Xander
Walraven. And that is the 27.
21 of Tanner Thompson. I called that one strong.
Yeah, in fact, we've got 2 21s on here. So we've got a Tanner Thompson and also Cash Martinez. So we'll just keep an eye on that one. And it looks like we've already got lap traffic out on course. But that's okay because they'll be starting on adjusted time. So even though some of these guys and girls are going to be lapped before they start, It doesn't matter because they're going to be working on adjusted time.
You're still racing your own race as the number 44 of Hayden Gibson takes off. There's a lot of action on this 1 mile course, Jim. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is indeed. There was going to see lots of action. There's a big overtake right there as they make their way down towards the duck pond.
And remember, there are two different cars. There are the Modifieds and the Limiteds. You can see a great shot of the drone right here. They're jumping through the woods. This is a brand new trail they cut just a few days ago, and there's some pretty good ruts going through there.
Yes, now we were talking about this yesterday, and we were saying there's not much suspension on these little 170s, and as you come through there, it is pretty rough. It is pretty rugged in there.
But there's action all over. All 25 cars are off the line. And it is Jacob Williamson still out front with Code St. Peter moving into second. Now Brian Fulcher moves into third in the Modifieds.
Yeah, then it's Wyatt Cotter in fourth, and in fifth is Kennedy Singleton.
And then Grayson Poppert. And then in first place in the Limited is Corbin Grenold's. And then
second
Cash
is
Martinez.
Cash Martinez. In third, it is Jameson Mando.
And then fourth is Nixon Nagel. Fifth is Caden Gamble.
There's action all over this 1.1 mile course as they make their way around here at Visions 2023.
They took off two at a time about every 10 seconds. And it is right now Jacob Williamson and Wyatt Cotter out front in the Modified. But remember, this race is on adjusted time. 1 mile lap, 30 minutes of racing. And they are giving it all they got. This is so cool to see them out here.
And look at this as they come three abreast down through the hot pits. Oh, big move there up the outside. Let's head back towards the start-finish straight. Now they have to be careful here as they make their way up.
Four wide.
Four wide.
This is awesome. These young guys and gals are having the time of their life during the 2023 Can-Am Visions Week, and this is the Ultra 4 USA.
Oh, look at this. We got some full
170.
sideways action there, Miles.
A little slideways across the race line, start-finish.
Just look there. It looked like that was Rennie May there making a huge move. Oh, and look at this.
So much fun out here. Right here, they're supposed to be taking a left during the main race, but for the 170s go through here, they go through the woods for just a second, around the pond, and then backwards through the Amsoil hot pits. We got our safety marshals all over the course, making sure everybody's doing what they are supposed to do. A great shot. You can just see the glimpse of the cars.
You know, you'll be seeing as they check up as they go through there. That's because there's some very big whoops in there. And these little cars, we said it before, they haven't got much suspension. So they just have to lift as they go through those whoops.
There is Xander Wallraven crossing the race line, start finish. But it is still Jackson Williams, Jacob Williams, Code St. Peter, Wyatt Cotter out on lap number 4. Now Grayson Poppert.
Yeah, Grayson Poppert's made a move there. Just popped up in, and Kennedy Singleton moves up into 4th position.
Maggie Flores.
And leading the limited race is Cash Martinez at the moment.
Followed by Corbin Grenold's, then Tanner Thompson.
Yeah, then in 4th and is Nixon Nagel.
Then Xander Wallraven.
And Jameson Mandel.
Then Gray Lance.
And Caden Gamble is in 8th position and 15th overall.
And 9th in the limited is Leo Torres. Then is Pax Grenold's.
Then it is Bailey Ford.
Then Hunter Biddle.
And then just behind them, it is Addy Pastrana.
We have Lane Plummer, Ryder Thomas, Mills Gibson, Lane Warren, Bristol Pastrana, Hayden Gibson, and Dawson Popper.
Yeah,
that is in the limited classes.
Just worth noting to everybody watching at home, we have got 2 Car 21s out there on course at the moment, and that's because we've got 2 series racing together on the same course.
Yeah, a lot of the side-by-side championship series short course young guys and gals are out here racing with us with Ultra 4 USA. There's the 212 of Wyatt Cotter. There's Brian Fulcher, Peanut.
Oh, look at this,
5
Miles.
wide. They are making some moves. There's the number 5.
Now, you don't see that in many types of racing.
Of
5 wide as they make their way towards the final turn. Incredible stuff here at Visions 23.
There's Lane Warren, part of team at 904. This is such a fun race for these young guys and gals. For the Youth 170 race with Ultra 4 USA.
And we're going to start probably seeing some attrition setting in. We have got a 30-minute race here today. That is a lot of laps. That is a lot of racing. What can these guys and girls show us?
We've just been racing for just shy of 5 minutes. Maggie Flores crosses over the start-finish line. And it is still Jacob Williams out on lap number 6.
Yeah, closely followed by Code St. Peter. And then in third position is Wyatt Cotter. In fourth is Kennedy Singleton. And in fifth is Grayson Poppart.
I chatted with Jacob Williamson's mom and dad when they were registering. Their factory Polaris, number 37, out of Yorba Linda, California, with JW Racing. Out front. And then Wyatt Cotter, not too far back.
Yeah, Wyatt Cotter's running in second position on adjusted time currently.
Out of Norco, California, with Cotter Boys Racing.
Yeah, we just saw him passing through the start-finish line, the race line start-finish line, one more time. Now, I'm just trying to work out how many laps these guys and girls are going to get in here.
It's going to be quite a few.
It's going to be a lot, yes.
A 1 mile lap, 30 minutes of racing. This race is on adjusted time. They took off 2 at a time, about every 10 seconds. And they are wide open racing here at Mid-America Outdoors. Looking like a great little pass. Ooh, a little contact, but keeps her on the track. That is some great racing.
Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars making their way down towards the start-finish.
And they are making moves. These little cars are diving in, diving out, and making it happen.
They check up hard as they make their way around the final turn, heading towards the race line start-finish.
There's Bailey Ford.
Now, if you said to me 10 years ago, Miles, that we'd be seeing this such fantastic racing, I wouldn't have believed it, but just check this out. The 170 Limited and Unlimited giving us a fantastic display of racing talent here.
There was Jamie O'Mandel just a moment ago. Well, let's run down the Optima Batteries leaderboard. Oh, Code St. Peter just moves into the lead over Jacob Williamson.
Yeah, obviously on adjusted time. So in first position at the moment is Code St. Peter. In second
is Jacob Williamson.
In third is Wyatt Cotter.
In fourth, Kennedy Singleton.
In fifth is Grayson Poppart.
In sixth, Brian the Peanut Fulcher.
And then in first in the limited classes is Cash Martinez, who's lying in seventh overall.
In second in limited is Corbin Granols.
And in third it's Nixon Nagel.
In fourth, Jamie O'Mandel.
And then seventh and 11th overall and seventh in the Unlimiteds
was Maggie Flores.
It was
indeed. Tanner Thompson just moves into fifth.
It's all changing so fast, it's hard to keep up with it.
Remember, you can go to live.ultra4racing.com to have the same time we have here at the Can-Am desk.
Amazing moves there from that little car. I don't know who that is, but he's absolutely on it.
We've got some great racing on our hands. They are racing backwards through the Amsoil hot pits for the Youth 170s, and that whoever this is on a charge right now as they make their way up towards the turn one, or sort of say the final turn, as they head back down towards the race line start finish. What a great race we have on our hands.
And that was Wyatt Cotter that we're watching there, and Wyatt Cotter moves into second place overall.
So Wyatt Cotter and Jacob Williamson are switching back in fourth for first and second on adjusted time. Lots of lap traffic on this 1 mile course. There's Lane Warren.
Yeah, that was Cash Martinez working their way through.
Raleigh May. Hurricane Raleigh May. What a great race, Jim. This is a lot of fun. And you know these young guys and gals have a big smile right now, getting to race in front of all their fans.
The thing that makes me very, very proud is that this is the future of our sport. And right now, the future looks very strong indeed.
It looks bright. Absolutely correct.
Oh, look at this. Big moves here. Just trying to catch a number on that vehicle.
I believe that's going to be Jacob Williamson.
I think it might well be.
We've got a few really fast 170s. I'm impressed by the pace they're putting down.
It is awesome, isn't it?
And it's got a pretty good crowd out here watching.
Yeah, that's car 37, and that is Jacob Williamson, who is our current race leader on adjusted time, and he has now completed 8 laps.
How far back is Code St. Peter? Remember, this is on adjusted time, so they've been switching back and forth.
Well, I'll keep you honest on that, Miles. We're keeping up here with our live scoring. But the pace they're setting is quite remarkable. But as this race continues, let's talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. Yesterday was all about the limited and also the unlimited
UTV racers?
UTV classes. So we had the stock UTVs, which we saw in first position, Jason Woodford. In second, it was Brian Starrett. And in third, it was Mitchell Riccoli.
In the open class, we had Ian Dickey. In first, second was Philip Papapo, and third was Q-Bomb, Cody Qualabomb.
Indeed, and in a remarkable pro-modified 4900 race, it was Todd Beckett who took the win and his first ever Ultra 4 trophy. And in second, it was Corey Reelis, and in third was Carl Cheney.
The 4600 Spider Track stock class, it was Sergio Pinolius. In 1, 2, Lauren Haley, and 3, John Rance.
Yeah, fantastic display from Sergio there, putting the Jeep ahead of those mighty Broncos. But the racing continues here. We are live here at Visions 2023 at Mid-America Off-Road in Jay, Oklahoma. And we are racing right now with the Youth 170s with limited and unlimited classes. And right now it's all about Jacob Williamson, who's completed 9 laps.
But it's so fun watching these young guys and gals. We have one car pulled off. But so far, so good. There was the 2-1-2 of Wyatt Cotter. Still in that second position in the modified class. Lots of chatter over the rugged race radios, making sure everything's going smooth. We got each of our track officials out on course, keeping everybody up to date on how everything's flowing.
Yeah, just
and
look at...
So far, so good.
Indeed. Now, just looking at the scoring, we've got Jacob Williamson on 9 laps. We've got Wyatt Cotter on 9 laps. But Code St. Peter hasn't come around to complete his 9th. He was on a charge earlier, so I wonder where Cody is.
I think he's still got a good run going. So let's just run through the Optimum Batteries leaderboard. Jacob Williams in 1.
In second is Wyatt Cotter.
Third, Code St. Peter.
In fourth is Kennedy Singleton.
Fifth, Brian Fulcher.
And first in the limited classes is Jameson Mandel.
Sixth in modified, Maggie Flores.
In second in limited, it is Nixon Nagel.
In seventh in modified, Raleigh Hurricane May.
And we've just got a change there in the limited class. In going into first place now, it is Corbin Grinolds.
And then eighth in modified is Grayson Popper.
And fourth in the limited is Tanner Thompson.
Fifth in limited, Xander Walraven.
And sixth in limited is Gray Lance. And 14th overall.
Seventh in limited, Caden Gamble.
And 16th overall and 8th in limited is Bailey Ford.
Ninth in limited, Cash Martinez.
And then 10th in limited and 18th overall is Adi Pastrana.
Ninth in modified, Jackson Mandel.
Then 20th overall and 11th in limited is Leo Torres.
12th in limited, Pax Grinolds.
In 22nd overall and 13th in limited is Hunter Biddle.
23rd overall, 14th in limited, Dawson Popper.
And 24th overall and 15th in limited is Mills Gibson.
25th overall, 16th in limited class, Lane Plummer.
And 26th overall and 17th in limited is Ryder Thompson.
27th overall,